24 points in the last 3 quarters. What were they doing, if anything, to take him out of the game? And why do you think that he hasn't been as much of a scoring factor in this series so far?
Well, we've been going after him and Jalen quite a bit in the pick and rolls. They kind of hawking them full court. When they do put 2 bodies on the ball, we didn't do a good enough job making them pay tonight. As you saw, I think we were 19 for 48 in the paint. That's not good enough. Point-blank layups or floaters or making the right read from there, you got to convert those. They did with Payton and Green slipping out, and we didn't.
What was the impetus for a lot of that blitzing and trapping? Do you feel like you can't really guard Curry as much one-on-one?
No, it's not one-on-one. It's the pick and roll.
Is the way you want to go about that?
Yeah, we've gone after them quite a bit and make the others have to beat us. When they have certain lineups out there, it's favorable to force it to the other guys and make them beat us. I think Peyton hit a big one tonight when they were up 1, and that's the gamble we're going to take at times. But something we've done quite a bit is gone after him, and it's obviously worked out well enough, and they haven't scored over 100 in a few games.
Coach, the last 5 minutes or so, they're forcing you into a lot of tough shots, contested shots. What did you see on the offensive end for you guys down the stretch where you weren't quite able to score to keep up?
Yeah, they upped their physicality on defense, and then when we did have the good looks, like I said, we missed a lot of point-blank stuff at the basket, little floaters and some layups, and so they did what they did all game. We did what we did all game, and Peyton and some of their guys rolling out made plays, and we didn't.
Coach, you mentioned the issues that you guys had tonight. Do you feel they're easily correctable as we look ahead to Monday? And did tonight feel in any way like a little bit of a missed opportunity, considering they were without Butler tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we know they're still dangerous without Butler, so that doesn't change anything as far as that. I think it's something we've seen all year. Teams go after Jalen. Obviously, had a big game last game, so we expected that coming in. And when you does his job and has 2 on the ball and gets it to guys, they have to make them pay behind it. And so, nothing new as far as that. Like I said, teams have done it all year, and their gamble paid off. We didn't make them pay with that, especially with the paint shots. And so, something you can easily correct is obviously taking care of the ball a little bit better, finding the outlets out of that and making them pay. And it's a gamble on both sides when both teams are blitzing each other. And like I said, their guys made a few more plays than ours tonight.
Coach, over here, they've Amen Thompson's had some struggles in this series, in this game specifically. They've been guarding with the center. How do you feel about the way he's been playing offensively and what you can do to get him going?
Yeah, he was one of the guys that missed quite a few, easy opportunities tonight. We use him in each way, as a handler, as a screener, and every other way. And so, he had some rolls in the pocket, brought him up and set the screen, and he can get out in the pocket. And like I said, he didn't convert a lot of those easy ones. And so we do use them several different ways, obviously handling and playing in dunker and setting screens. And so there's a lot of ways to move around on the court. And when he's in attack mode getting downhill, they do put a bigger body on him. They still collapse the paint. You got to find his outlets there. And so felt like he got in trouble, penetrated a little bit too much and missed some of the kickouts.
The Warriors ended up with an advantage in second chance points tonight. You didn't play this double big lineup all that much. Do you feel like that might have helped to combat some of the rebounding issues?
No, I think that was a big thing for sure, that they beat us in that area. We were up 3 at half, and they had the lead as far as that, and I think it was 16-4 overall, second chance points. And so area we can't get hurt, and there was a lot of their wings crashing, so it wasn't as much, I wouldn't say loony or their big bodies. It was a lot of wings coming and crashing. So do a good job scrambling, making them miss shots, and we got to come up with those rebounds and stops. Thank you.